Hello and welcome back to Meadow Farm. Today is Sunday the 17th of April. We are in field 22 drilling some barley and everything at the minute is working out fine for us with this drilling. We are not far away now. We've got this field and two more to drill, and then we've got the potatoes to get in. Also got to get some spraying done and kill the weeds. So several jobs to do. Also won't be too long before we need to get some hay made going forward. I'm going to jut around that piece of grass. We will just drive straight through just to keep it as straight as we can. We've got this field of barley to get in, one field of oats and a field of wheat, or we may see if there's a different crop that we can try. There is some different crops being added onto this, so we shall see just what we can get into the field instead of oats. Maybe able to get some spelt. Now, let's do down here and go around back to the start again. Round once more around the outside, then we'll come back and get started into the main body of the field. We put the trailer away with just a couple of fields left to do. We're going to bring the seed when we need it over with the loader tractor only, since we are quite close to the farm, not a million miles to run back and pick the loader tractor up with a bag of seed on. Good to know that people appreciate these pubs and majors on the farm. Got a nice comment saying to keep them, which I did answer, but we'll tell you now they will be on the farm for a season or two yet. Next season we will be replacing our combine harvester, and the season after it will be the 65 that's replaced. And then we should be in the situation then where the Ford Force pack will be coming in. And the oldest of our majors on the front loader will then probably swap out for the super major. These majors don't have a adapter for a front loader on them, which is a shame because it means that we can't keep one on the front loader going forward. Almost now around our second headland. We need to get ourselves a straight breed through, find something that is a decent line to follow. As straight as we can. Yeah, just one more video again today. Got the F1 Grand Prix and the MotoGP I'll be watching. We're recording this on Saturday night before bedtime. You'll be watching it on Sunday. We shall get as far through this field as we can before we leave you. Good also to note that we also had a comment that they like this drill that we're using. It's branded as a lizard, but we are using it as a Ransom's drill, which probably more 70s and 60s on the Ransom's drill, but it is about the right colour to fit in with the major. That has got us around that breed. And now should be into the longest of the rows now. It's 27% of our seed left, so we'll soon have to run and pick up our loader tractor with a bag of seed on. If there is a field which is sort of speltish, we might well grow it for a year or two on the farm. This row is going to go right the way through to the top now. A lot of weeds growing in here. Will at least make us use the sprayer quicker than what we really need to, I think. We will get this up to the edge of the field, and as with all our Let's Plays, we don't do any tabbing. It's not far to run down and pick up the load of seed. hopefully it's got enough seed in there to, yeah, 80% full, which is good. This tractor now run down here. Get these two done, then we should be able to soon, weather permitting, get some grass cut. We've got 2 fields to cut, and we are going to keep the 2 grass fields going forward. We may have to get another piece of equipment. Get them up, a bit too far there. And that has got that filled up. Yeah, the old diesel major, been on the farm since 53, I think it was when we got it. And this one, the power major, a little bit newer, has to be said. We will now get ourselves set to go all the way through again. These tractors were first bought when we was on Meadow Grove. Not Meadow Grove, that's where we are now, on Shamrock Valley. And spent a good few years there before being shipped over to Meadow Grove. It uses about 7% of seed each breed, so get a good few breeds in, browns in before we have to fill up again. May even be biggest part of the way through this field before we have to top up. And then we shall pop across the road. Field what we're heading towards now will be wheat, and the field what we'll be heading to once we turn round will be either oats or spelt going forward. See it. When we get close to the end, the field that we're in, it's hidden by the trees and hedges and things at the minute. It will be drilled off camera, that field, so we will tell you what we put in it. There is a few bits where we missed with the cultivator in here, and I'm going to make it a little bit leaner of a crop. And there is the field, you can just see, not a massive field, but will be ideal for trying a different crop. Our loader tractor as well desperately needs a service before too long. It's not had a service in a long while. Obviously came over from Ireland in desperate need of a service too. We shall see how it pans out going forward. Down to 75% of our seed that we started with. Just for Liam Smith, we'll go to the front so he can see the front of the major. I know he appreciates that. Not easy to see where we're going doing it that way. I'd like to pop a front view of the major in now and again for him. He has some great channel content on his YouTube channel, on his Massey Ferguson 135 and his little small farm he's got and his vintage equipment. I'm not going to finish this field within the episode, but hopefully get to the halfway point within the video. Get ourselves set in here. There we go again. A bit closer to the front of the major. One of the areas around where our farm is with the best view across the countryside. Look at that, out across that countryside there. Looks pretty good. The angle we've got this time, you can actually see the fan spinning in the front of the tractor. Noisy old crows out on the land again. After both the seed and worms and bugs that we are uncovering with the drill. We are probably about halfway before we finish, so that's good. over halfway through, so seen a good bit of the drilling. We might even get a good bit of this drilling finished today, if not all of the drilling finished, and when you join us again we will be planting our potatoes. Another round and we'll probably have to refill the seed drill again. Probably another 2 rounds before we need to. Here is a bit where we've got some cultivating missing. And so the seed not going into the ground very well there, but hopefully we'll get a little bit in. So we'll get to the end of here and then start saying our goodbyes for Sunday. And we will at least get this field finished. Before you leave us, we will just top up whilst we're saying our goodbyes. That is all we've got time for today. Hope you've enjoyed today's trip back in time to 1961. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment. If you're new to Summer Palm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel, give that bell a ring. It will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing. Until you join us again tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your Sunday, and goodbye for now.